My name is Flores, and I am the Everyday Educator. If you are new here, hi, hello, welcome. So glad you're here. Please, if you like what you see as far as the video goes, obviously not my new shirt, the video itself, the content, please click like, share it with your teaching buddies, and then of course hit subscribe so that way you always know when my videos are coming out so that you can get those tips and tricks right at your fingertips. If you are returning, thank you so much for being here. I like you too. We are going to go ahead and jump right into today's video. The content is all about Canvas quizzes. Now, I had to split this into a two-part video because I didn't realize how long making a question bank would take. So make sure that you watch part one, which is this one right here, and then I will link part two right below in the description. Without further ado, here we go. All right, everybody, let's just get right into it. So I'm in my sandbox course right now. If you have not created, do not know how to create, don't even know what a sandbox is, I'm going to need you to check out the video on how to create a sandbox. But for the purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to assume that you already have a sandbox. So I need you to get in that sandbox because we're going to play around a little bit. So first, you are going to go down to quizzes. And you will notice that there's a big blue button here and it says add quiz. Now this is the most common way that people go to create quizzes. But for our purposes, we're not going to start here. This is where we're going to actually end. So we're going to start here at manage question banks. Now, whenever you have your question banks, think about it like a folder. This is a folder that has several different questions that I can choose from at any given time. All right. And so in that question bank, this one is addition. So obviously all the questions in here are going to be themed around addition. Here's my menu of all the options that I have. If I want to move this question to a different category, I can move it if I want. Awesome. But for our purposes, today I'm going to show you how to create a question bank brand new because you might not have any in your sandbox. So add question bank. I'm going to make this multiplication. I'm going to press enter. Now I'm going to go into this question bank and I'm going to make myself some questions by clicking add a question. So you'll notice here that there are several different options for question types: multiple choice, true, false, fill in the blank, and you can see the list goes on and on and on and on and on. I'm going to start off with a multiple choice question, and I want to know what multiplication fact. What multiplication fact is represented by the following array? What array, you might ask? Well, I'm actually going to go on my toolbar, and you can see all of this. This is your pretty standard toolbar. No explanation necessary. It's all standard things. All right. And so here, if I want to add a link in, for example, if I wanted my kids to watch a YouTube video on multiplication for review, I could include that link, and it's an external link. I can include that and it'll take them to go watch a YouTube video. The only thing with that is that with external links, it takes them out of Canvas, and you're going to have to teach the students that you're out of Canvas right now. You're going to have to open your tab and click back into Canvas. And that's the only hang up with external links sometimes. And then course links are things that are already in my Canvas that I've uploaded previously. But what I'm going to use right now is upload an image. All right. And so for me, I can upload this from my computer if I have things on my computer. I can go to Unsplash. Unsplash is awesome because all of the photos, they're already free, copyright-free images, so you don't have to worry about infringing on anybody's property, all right? So I'm going to come here. What is a real-life food that's in an array? Eggs. Let's see what we got for eggs. Yes, there we go. This is an array of eggs. You see how it's in nice rows and columns? I'm going to select this image, and then I'll move my camera a little bit. You can see down here, and I'm going to pick submit. Wow, that is giant. So I can click image options if I want, and then it tells me how, it gives me options on how do I want to display this. And I can click Or I can do it like every other human on the planet and just drag the corners. You see I'm dragging the corners? Super simple, super easy. All right. So now that I have that set, I am going to scroll down and then I'm going to write in my answer choices. So I want to know multiplication fact, which one represents that, all right? I'm going to say 6 times 4. I'm going to put in 7 times 4. And for these purposes, I'm not thinking this out. It's not well thought out. I'm kind of writing in answers quickly so I can keep this tutorial within that 10-minute range. But you obviously are going to think this out and you are going to have everything be correct, obviously. But I'm putting in kind of math facts for now. All right, and then I'm going to put in the opposite, 4 times 6 and then 4 times 7, just for example. So one thing about creating the questions, you'll see that there's an arrow for each one of these if I hover over it. So let's say that the correct answer is 4 times 6. I'm going to make this my correct answer. And so something else that you need to know is that if you want to enter questions or enter comments for the students to view, you can do that. So for example, if somebody chooses this answer and they get it wrong, you can put in a comment here that says, oh, sorry, try again, or try to count your rows and columns and see if that helps. So that way, whenever they click the wrong answer, they kind of get prompted and guided as to what might be a better answer choice. This is purely optional. You don't have to do this. But if it's something in your world you want to do that, please feel free, go ahead. If I want to add another answer choice, totally cool. I can do that. If I want to delete an answer choice, I can do that too. It just depends on what you need for your quiz, all right? I'm going to update question because I'm happy with what I said. Now, that is only one question. I want more. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to add another question. This time I'm going to make it, a true or false. So I'm going to say the product of 8 times 4 is, 8 times 4 is 84. And then I'm going to come down, true or false. Obviously that is false. 8 times 4 is not 84. So then I'm going to update that question. And so if you look here, I have created my question bank and I already have questions for multiplication. So now anytime that I want to include questions in my quiz for multiplication, all I have to do is come here, grab those questions, and I'm good to go. So this was kind of like your pre-work before you actually create your quiz. Now you're going to go back down to quizzes because we did the pre-work. Now we're ready to start. You want to see more? Don't you? This was part 1, but in order to see part 2, you're going to have to go and watch the video. I have it linked below. So if this was helpful for you, please click like, share it with your friends, and then also click subscribe so that way you'll never miss another video. I'll see you next time. Click the link below.